This is the review for the KOIOS air fryer. It does also have a reheat function, a roast function, and a dehydrate function. So you can see that here on the control panel. It does give you some indications on what you can use for fresh French fries, frozen fries, nuggets, steak, poultry, and fish. And then each function here will go through, if we turn it on, we'll go through the air fry, and it will tell you this one says fries, frozen fries, and it will adjust your time and temperature according. It does have defaults, but today we're actually going to use the reheat function. And I am going to use this on fries because I do have some leftovers from yesterday that we're going to try to do. On this, we do have a huge drawer, and then we do have this grill plate that lifts out with its little rubber stoppers here to keep everything lifted off the bottom. So we're going to open our leftovers. And we're just going to put, I have chicken wings, some French fries, a little onion ring down in the bottom. And we're just going to layer that on the bottom of our drawer here, if you can see that. Now the one thing I did notice about this product that I didn't like is that I didn't have a basket where I could easily pick something out of the drawer. So what I did yesterday when I cooked everything is I took one of these foldable vegetable steamers and I placed that in the bottom and just put everything on top of it so I could easily lift it out. And I do plan on getting a basket with a handle that makes it a lot easier to lift out. But otherwise it doesn't stop you from using it the way it's designed. So we close the drawer and then we just hit start after we hit our reheat, which was right here. You could go through and choose frozen fries, fish, steak, poultry, nuggets, but we go back to fries. It's set at 320 degrees, and for the reheat it's set for 4 minutes. So then we hit start and it will go for 4 minutes, and we'll see what happens there. And I would recommend that you keep your eye on the cook time. This air fryer does cook very quickly. I do have another air fryer that I'm comparing this to, and I do like this one much better. Things tend to get really crispy, but you do want to keep an eye on things. If you're doing fresh potato French fries, partway through your cook time, you'll take the drawer out and you will just toss the product so that you can get everything turned on either side. And I would also recommend that you use like a spray pan or something like that inside the drawer in order to keep everything from sticking. So as you can tell, the product is not overly loud. You know, some of these can sound like jet engines, but this one is rather quiet. And so we'll just kind of let that work for a bit, and we'll see what the reheat function at the end of this next almost 3 minutes that we have left on here. We'll check and see what everything looks like. If it's crispy, if it's soggy, we'll just take a peek. So while we're waiting, I can also just verbally mention that the temperature on this air fryer does go from 100 degrees Fahrenheit to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which a lot of other air fryers will not go down that far in the heat settings, which is great for dehydrating things like bread for breadcrumbs. You could easily stack some of your bread pieces in there and make breadcrumbs on that lower heat setting, which is nice. And I believe you could probably find on Amazon, they have stackable trays that you could use if you're dehydrating something like apples for apple chips. If you want to do a small batch, So you can use this product for multiple things. And what I do like about this particular air fryer is that the basket is very large. We grow chickens here on the farm, and you could put a whole farm-raised chicken in this air fryer. Other air fryers, even though they are large size or large bodied, like this is fairly large bodied, you could not put a full chicken in there and have the air circulation around it. So I can smell my chicken wings in there, but I do want to test this out for the reheat function without looking, just to see what happens. But I can smell them. And we just have under 30 seconds to go, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so it shuts down and says end, and we can just open the drawer, and let's see, chicken wings are hot. They stayed crispy. I don't know if you can hear that. The fries, they're also crispy. And then it looks like our onion ring kind of is a little droopy, but that's to be expected. You're just reheating. These were directly out of the fridge. I didn't have them at room temperature at all. But for reheating, it seems to have done a really good job of that. So this is the review for the KOIOS air fryer, dehydrator, reheater, and roaster.